broaden the backs of the thighs and the buttocks, the pelvic floor. So you're on the forward edge of your sitting bones. Draw the sacrum in and up. Bring your hands behind you. Press the fingertips down and lift the side body up, keeping the hips rooted down and the thighs. Release the inner legs to the inner knees. So you have a lift in the center of the body, tail to the top of the head like a string, effortless lift, and then the side body. And then observe the reversing in the armpit chest, back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, inner edge of the shoulder blades down. So this way instead of this way. Mm-hmm. Then rest your hands down on your thighs and settle into your seat. So as you root down through your Muladhara chakra, that's your pelvic floor rooting down, like a lightning bolt shooting down into the earth. So really get rooted into the core of the earth in your pelvis and legs. And from that rootedness, have an effortless lift up. So the energy can fly up once it's grounded down. Yes, and it should be effortless. Kim, just turn a teeny bit to your left. Yep. And the head too, a teeny bit. Yeah. Good. Okay, and just observe your breath. A couple of breaths in and out in preparation to do our opening chant, which we'll do call and response. Just observe your natural breath and then allow it to deepen. Observe how the abdomen expands when you inhale and contracts when you exhale. The upper abdomen above the belly button, just below the ribs. That's where your diaphragm lives. Your diaphragm lives up in the rib cage, but when you inhale, it pushes down and pushes the organs a little bit out. Observe the breath in the side and back ribs as well. So from the abdomen, then it moves into the rib cage. Right? And as you exhale, that all releases back. So the inhale is an engagement. Diaphragm moves down, ribs expand, all the way to the top chest and upper back. Not just the front. Most of the lungs are in the back. Observe the back moving as you breathe as well. Belly, ribs, chest, 3-part breath. And see if you can slow it down a little bit. So you're inhaling for about 5 seconds and exhaling for about 5 seconds. So you regulate your nervous system this way. It's called resonance breathing. So you come out of fight, flight, freeze, and into rest and digest. Balance yourself with the breath, and then maintain that sense of breath practice as we move throughout the practice. So keep mindful of your breath and observe how the breath moves differently in different poses. Sometimes it can be fuller, sometimes it's more abdominal, sometimes it's more chest, upper back, ribs. Now take your hands into Namaste Mudra, prayer position, and lift the bottom sternum to the top with the outer edge of the base of the thumb at the wrist. Turn the fingers up towards the ceiling. Bring the fingers all the way together, make a seal. And then if you press a little bit firmly there, you can feel the vibration of the chant. Archie, just lean back a little in your ribs, lower ribs also. Pull your ribs back and lean back a little more even. Yeah. So you're right up over your hips. Yeah. And then we'll take a big breath in to chant Om together. Big breath. Om. Sahana Vavatu. Sahanao Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navaditam Astuma Vidvishavahai. Together. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lift your chest. As you exhale, release your head over forward and release your hands down to your thighs. And when you move your head forward, go from the base of your neck, elongate the back of the neck, curl the tip of the chin in towards the notch at the clavicles. Bowing your head to your heart, allow the energy of your brain, eyes, and other senses to descend into your heart center. Like gentle raindrops moistening the garden of your heart, expand your heart into the back of your body and the sides, as well as the front. We always think of the front, but think more of the back and the sides also. And then with your eyes closed on an inhale, slowly curl up the back of your neck so your ears are over your shoulders. And then allow your eyelids to float open. And we do a little chanting practice, which is also a pranayama, because so singing is always breathing, is pranayama, is working with the breath, right? So it's not technically a pranayama, but it's working with the breath. So we're going to do mudras with the chant. So we're doing 3 times ah, low in the belly, and the mouth is open pretty wide. 3 times oh, and that's a little higher pitched and more up in the rib cage. And then at the end of the om, right? 3 times higher pitched. And then we'll do aum 3 times with mudras. The mudras stimulate the breath, and that's also where the sound is coming more from. So the first mudra is chin mudra, index finger and thumb touch, palms up. Gyan mudra is palms down, so it's palms up. And this stimulates the, see if you can feel which part of the breath. Do you see, do you feel, do you sense? You feel it more in your chest? Belly. Yep. The deeper part of the breath, belly. Chinmaya mudra will be next. You curl your 3 fingers into your palm. Your fingertips touch your palm. All the way in. Yep. Observe the breath now. Where do you feel the breath most now? Chest. This stimulates more the chest breath, right? So we're talking about the 3 parts of the actual breath, right? In the lungs. Okay. And then that's easy. Okay. Tuck your thumbs in, wrap your fingers around, touch your fingertips to your palms, palms out. This is called the Adi Mudra. Observe the breath. Where do you feel it? Top chest breath. Yeah. So that's stimulating the different parts of the breath, which corresponds with the sounds of the mantras. Okay. So we'll take chin mudra and we'll do ah 3 times. Okay. Together. So try to, if you're going very, very long, just go ahead and stop so we can keep together and it doesn't take forever. Okay. I'll try to do the same. So take a big breath in. Ah. Again, belly, ribs, chest, 3-part breath. Ah. And again, belly, ribs, chest. Ah. And the shape of your mouth is important. So for the ah sound, you really want to open your mouth wide, like ridiculously wide. And you can try that when we do the ah, okay? Because then the o, as you go to oh, it changes the shape of the sound. So now it's going to be o to u. Chinmaya mudra. Curl your 3 fingertips into your palm. Index finger, thumb touch. So then it's o to u sound, a little higher pitched. Big 3-part breath to begin. Again, 3-part breath. And again, big breath. So then it's Adi Mudra for the sound. So uncurl your fingers, tuck your thumbs in, don't go far, just tuck them in to bend at the knuckle, and then curl your other 4 fingers in so that you touch ideally your fingertips to your palm. Palms up, Adi Mudra. Then it's sound, a little higher pitch. 3-part inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Again, big breath. And again, belly, ribs, chest. Notice that the sound really happens in the back, more toward the back of the throat, more nasal, more like an NG sound, which is actually what it is. So then for Brahma Mudra, you turn your fists, so your knuckles, your fingers face into your belly, put your hands on your belly, find your belly button, and just slide out a bit. So you're on either side of your belly button, have some space there. Okay, and then it's all together. Okay, deep breath, belly, ribs, chest. And again, big breath in, belly, ribs, chest. And then last time, full breath in. Good. Release your hands down and relax for a moment. Breathe. And just observe the effect of that breathing and chanting exercise on your body, mind, energy, breath. And then we'll do 3 rounds of Kapalabhati, which is a Kriya, a cleansing technique, and it's a forceful contraction of the abdomen. We'll do 10 pumpings. If you want to go ahead and extend your legs, yeah. Go ahead and extend your legs, sorry. And then you can change the cross of your legs. You can massage a little bit, right? And then change the cross so the other leg is in front and roll the front thighs in, back thighs out. And if you need to sit in a different way, that's fine too, okay? We'll just do 3 rounds of 10 pumpings of Kapalabhati with 2 to 3 resonant breaths in between, which means the long, slow, deep, full breathing, belly, ribs, chest. So really paying attention to a fuller breath. How do you do that? Well, you have to release the contraction of the ribs and the back and the chest, right? You can't breathe if you're all contracted. There's no movement, right? It's like an accordion. right? You have to create the space for the air to come in. And if you're keeping the air in and just breathing, well, you have to exhale before you can inhale again, right? That's where the chanting is helpful. It really gets the exhale, as does the Kapalabhati. So take your fists again into the Brahma Mudra, tuck your thumbs, curl your fingers in, bring your hands on either side of your navel, a little space between, okay? And then watch for a second to my belly. So you inhale comfortably, and then it's a forceful contraction, the air goes out. Don't harden the throat. It comes out the tips of the nostrils like you're trying to get a gnat out of your nostrils. And if you need a tissue, I'll bring it, okay? It's 10 slow pumpings. So watch again. And then when I release, the air comes in. So you don't want to stay contracted, right? Because then no air comes in. You have to release so the air comes in. So it's contract, release. If release isn't happening, push it out and pull it in, okay? So you take an inhale, comfortable, and begin. Now, the 10th one, you exhale all the air out. You can rest your hands on your thighs. Inhale, deep, full breath. Exhale. Inhale, deep, full breath, belly, ribs, chest. Long, slow exhale. Inhale again, deep, full breath. And exhale. Okay, so be careful that you don't make a sound in your throat, right? So really soften the throat. See if you can make it more from the tips of the nostrils. Everybody good with tissue? Okay, so when we're taking the 3 resonant breaths, we'll do another mudra. It's called Vyana mudra, Vyana, Vayu. Vayu are the winds or the pranas, the energy that moves. So Vyana is the Vayu that distributes the energy through the body. So you take chin mudra, index finger and thumb touch, then you bend your middle fingers and you touch the middle knuckle of your thumb with your middle fingers, with your index fingers touching the tip, palms up. That's called Vyana mudra. Okay, so your index finger and thumb touch at the tip. Then you bend your middle fingers and touch the middle knuckles of your thumbs with your middle fingertips. And then your palms are up. Called Vyana Mudra. Yeah. And the other 3 fingers kind of extend, but you don't have to be forceful about that. Just let them relax. Okay, so we'll take that when we do the 3 resonant breaths. So now, Brahma Mudra, hands on either side of the navel. So you can feel that pumping of the abdomen, okay? And then you inhale and begin. Exhale, hands down, index finger and thumb touch. You can breathe normally for a moment. And then take the tip of your middle finger to the middle knuckle of your thumb on the inside, okay? And 3 resonant breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Feel the expansion. Long, slow exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Brahma Mudra, tuck the thumbs, curl the fingers around, and fists on the belly. We'll do one more pump, one more round of Kapalabhati. Okay, so so like this, tuck your thumb here, and then fingers around, touching the palms. Yeah, like that. Okay, inhale comfortably to begin. Exhale, hands down in the Vyana Mudra. Touch the middle knuckle with the tip of the ring finger. And yeah, and then inhale deeply. Exhale. belly, ribs, chest. Inhale, feel the expansion. Long, slow exhale. Feel the contraction, right? And then when you inhale, it expands from the inside out, belly, ribs, chest. And top to bottom also, right? And then exhale, it really goes from top to bottom again. I'm sorry, bottom to top in your inhale and top to bottom as you exhale. Okay, and then release your fingers and extend your legs. Actually, stay there for a moment. Just be in the chin mudra and just close your eyes for a moment and just feel the effect of this simple exercise. So maybe you feel a little more peaceful, grounded, calm, centered, focused, and gently energized. That's a good segue into a meditation practice. Okay, and then when you're ready, you'll go ahead and extend your legs and come down and rest in Shavasana. When you lie down, make sure you have enough room overhead so that when you extend your arms overhead, you're not going to touch the wall. And then bring your feet a little bit apart, arms away from the side so that you're not pinching your arms in, but you're not overly lifting them either, right? So just be in a nice, comfortable position. Observe. If you need support under your knees or head, take that. And just let your body relax in this position for several breaths. This is an anatomical position as well. So you're just letting your body go, not holding on to tension. So muscles can contract and stop contracting or release. That's basically what they can do. So sometimes what happens is the muscles get super tight. They're in a loop with the nervous system not connected to the brain, but just like the lower part of the spine, say for the hips. Always contract, never let go. So you want to reestablish a connection of the brain to all the parts of the body and encourage release and letting go instead of always contracting. So then we'll go to Tadagi Mudra. Tadagi means hollow, means empty lake, which is how the abdomen will feel when we get into the position, like a hollow abdomen. So roll your legs in towards the mat so that your inner legs come down towards the mat. Bring the legs all the way together and extend the front of the feet a little bit. Firm the knees and draw the lower belly a little towards the spine without flattening the back. And then take your arms along your sides, palms down, and firm your knees and elbows and draw the lower belly down towards the spine. And then as you inhale, take your arms all the way up and over your head so the backs of the hands touch the ground, palms face up. Keep your arms shoulder width apart. Keep your knees and elbows firm, arms and legs firm, abdomen hollow, and breathe there. Nice, long, full, deep breaths. And so it can be hard to know shoulder width. So I'm just going to give you a little, no, keep your arms straight. Keep your arms straight, just a little further apart. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, a little further apart, Kim. Yeah. Firm elbows, firm knees. Keep the elbows gripped because they ungrip, right? And what grips the elbow? Tricep, and especially at the near the elbow. Just like the quadricep is what straightens the knee, closer to the knee. And breathe nice, long, slow, deep, full breaths. Yeah. So the upper arm rolls this way. Yes. No, not the hand. Hand goes the up. Yeah, this way. And then firm there as best you can. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. Not to harden the front of the throat, but observe the hollowing of the abdomen. So with each exhale, let it sink a little more. And when you inhale, don't push that out, right? It's not here, it's here. Just the diaphragm moves about an inch down. Yeah, exhale, continue to sink and deflate the abdomen with each breath. Good. Okay, so this is Tadagi Mudra. Now, firm knees and elbows. Exhale, sink the lower belly down towards the spine. Inhale, raise the arms up. And then exhale, lower the arms down to your sides. And then pressing the lower back down towards the mat, bend your knees up one by one, feet flat. So your feet, a comfortable distance, so about sit bone width distance, right? And walk closer to the buttocks, but not so close that you can touch your heels. Turn your palms to face your hips, and then lift one shoulder, roll it under, lift the other shoulder and roll it under. So you squeeze the shoulder blades together and you lift your chest. So you can feel there's like a rainbow arch in your whole back, tailbone to head, right? So you have a pelvic tilt. Your pelvis tilts forward. Then you're going to press into your feet. It's called Dvipada Pitam, similar to bridge, but it's not bridge. Okay, so it's just like a baby bridge. And then inhale, raise your hips up just to a comfortable position. Let the back of the neck lengthen. Let the eyes look towards the heart and breathe. 5 breaths. So your palms face your hips. Palms face your hips. Yeah. Yeah. And not so, your feet shouldn't be so close that they touch. Sorry, I didn't know you were lifting. Now lift up a little higher. Go ahead, lift, 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 lift. Yeah, that's it. So the first thing you do is try to squeeze your shoulder blades together, right, a little bit. That's going to get you a better lift. Palms up, palms face each other. Yeah, and squeeze your arms a little closer together, Archie. Yeah, that's it. Good. Now coming down, lower your upper spine down first. Then slowly, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, like a chain necklace, right? Link by link, coming down. And release. Try not to overdo the action in your arms, Kim. Relax a little bit. Yeah, there's not much action there, right? Yeah. Okay, take a breath in and out. Yeah. Roll your shoulders under again, a little bit more. Roll your shoulders under. Yeah. So lift one side and roll the shoulder under. Lift the other side, roll the shoulder. Yeah. So you've already got a baby back bend going on, like an arc, right? Then you press into your feet and inhale, raise your hips up again. Let the back of the neck lengthen, soften. Don't force the chin down, just release the back of the neck. And let your eyes look towards your heart center. Good, and breathe, move your feet a little towards me. Yeah, good. Good, and then push into your feet and lift your hips a little higher. You'll feel it go more towards your neck and shoulders. Good. Now, when you're ready to come down, you can either lay your spine down vertebra by vertebra, or you can keep your pelvic tilt forward and lower your tailbone down like an anchor, keeping the groins deep as you just touch down with your tailbone back into that baby arc. You can see which one you prefer, right? And then you can do whichever one works best for you. Don't lift your chin when you come. Yeah, just relax your neck and your thumbs, RT. Relax your thumbs. Yeah, okay. Let's do it one more time. Okay, roll your shoulders under more. Okay, roll your shoulders. Yeah, so your chest is lifted and you have a baby arc, you know, in your whole back. Yeah, push into your feet. Inhale, come up one more time. Good. Breathe. And not to push the abdomen up. Let the abdomen release down even as your buttocks lifts higher, RT. Release that hollow, keep the hollow abdomen like in Tadagi, yes. Good. Now, as you come down, you can either come down vertebra by vertebra, or you can lower the tailbone down like an anchor. So whichever one you feel is better for you. And then go ahead and once you come all the way down, extend your legs and rest in Shavasana for a couple of breaths. And see how that feels in your body. So these are just gentle warm-ups to stabilize your pelvic bowl area, lower abdomen, lower back, and the whole abdominal region. So these are very, very beneficial. I highly recommend you do these every day. Very easy, little peasy things to do. So then, again, roll your legs so your inner thighs come towards the mat and walk your legs together. And then bring your arms along your sides, press your lower back down and bend your knees one by one, feet flat. Now roll your shoulders, instead of rolling your shoulders under, draw your shoulders towards each other in the front. Let your pelvis roll back towards a pelvic tuck. So you're pressing your lower back down. It doesn't have to be super hard. These can be so much easier than we make them, right? So just let it happen, sink the waist, and then exhale, curl your head and shoulders up, look towards your belly button. This is called Dvipadapitam, palms down, hands stay on the ground. Sorry, this is called Nabi Darshanam, gazing at the navel. Breathe. So you can see your breath is quite a bit more constricted, right? So breathe more into your upper back. Feet are a little bit apart, Tony. A little more apart, Fernanda. A little more apart, Kim. Feet, yeah, yeah. Can you feel your upper abdominals and lower abdominals working? Yeah, and then slowly lower your head and shoulders down. Take a breath. Now, rock your lower back down towards the mat again. So it's like flat, and you let your hips roll back and then press your lower back down. Hollow abdomen, Tadagi Mudra. Now, you raise your right leg up and interlace your fingers on the right shin, right? Flex your right foot. Let your right leg fall forward so your arms straighten. So you kind of push your right leg into your arms so your arms straighten. And then let your hips roll back and press the lower back down. Feel how the left foot gets light. Lightly extend the left leg on the mat and extend the front of the foot without hardening the sole of the foot. Extend the whole front of the leg, not just the foot. Firm the leg. That's it. Now push the right shin into your hands. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, relax your whole right leg and buttock and lower back and abdomen, and let the right leg fall in towards your chest. And take a couple of breaths here. Let the back of your neck lengthen. And as it starts to release and relax, keep the abdomen hollow. Draw the knee up closer towards your chin. Keep your left leg firm and extended, right foot flexed. And then as you exhale, lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Take your chin, nose, or forehead towards your knee, but don't lean to the right, and breathe. Again, it's a little more restricted breath. Look into the upper back area and side ribs. Now inhale, lower the head and shoulders down. Exhale, let the right leg push forward so your arms straighten. Press your lower back down so you rock your hips back. Your left foot gets light. Drag the left foot up. Place the left foot on the mat, and then the right foot on the mat. Take a breath, and we'll do that on the other side. Let your hips roll back. Press your lower back down. Lift your left knee up. Take your interlaced fingers on your left shin. Flex your left foot, and then let the left leg fall forward and press that leg into your arms till your arms straighten. Let your hips roll back more and press the lower back down. See how the right foot gets light? Lightly extend the right leg on the mat. Extend the front of the leg, not just the foot, but all the way from the under the ribs, all the way across the hip flexors. Press the left shin into the hands. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, relax the left buttock and groin and left leg, and let the abdomen hollow. Let the hips roll back more towards flatten as you allow that left leg to fall into the abdomen. And as it, stay here and breathe for a few breaths. As it releases and relaxes, you draw the knee closer up towards the chin and in towards the chest. And then keep the right leg firm and extended, lower back pressing down, abdomen hollow. Exhale, curl the head and shoulders up, chin, nose, or forehead towards the knee. Try not to lean to the left. Breathe. Again, the breath is more in the upper back. And then inhale, lower the head and shoulders down. Exhale, let your left leg fall forward into your hands, pushing the left leg into the arms, arms straighten. Let the hips roll back, press the lower back down, and lightly bring the right foot back, right foot flat, and then lower the left foot down. And then let the arms extend the legs, and rest for a couple of breaths in Shavasana and observe your body. Now again, roll the inner thighs to the mat so the knees and feet point up, bring the legs together. Bend your knees up one by one, pressing the lower back down. Have the feet about sit bone width distance apart. And you can just keep your arms out to your sides. And if you'd like some support under your head, you can take it. We'll do the single leg raises. So have the feet not too close to the buttocks so that you're not doing bridge pose, right? It's single leg raises. So let your abdomen hollow and spread on the back body like Tadagi Mudra. And then turn your ribs a little to the left just to stabilize. Press into your left foot. Raise your right leg off the ground, right foot. So your right knee and your left knee are in the same line. So you can look at me if you're not sure, or look at your neighbor. Firm your right kneecap. And then exhale, sink your waist down, hollow abdomen. Maintain that as you do this exercise. Inhale, you slowly lower the right leg down, lightly touch the calf, and then inhale, raise it up. So you can just continue that way. Just continue going. Not too slow, not too fast. You can continue to just keep your right knee and left knee in the same line. Or if it's easy enough, you can raise your right leg higher and higher towards perpendicular. Okay? And you're using your waist muscles to stabilize. So maintain the hollow abdomen, the side waist down, the front ribs down as you raise and lower the leg, and observe how you're stabilizing your pelvis. So your pelvis doesn't roll side to side or back and forth as you raise and lower the leg, and you're stabilizing the whole torso. Good. Okay. And then the next time you raise the right leg up, stay there, bend the knee and lower the foot flat. And then just release what's holding on and observe your tendencies, right? And then we'll do that on the left side. So you're going to exhale, hollow the abdomen, lift your chest and shoulders a little further from your hips so that you're not getting short. And then as you exhale, sink the sides of the waist down, lower the belly towards the spine. And then you turn just a little bit your ribs to the left to the right, and press the right foot down and then raise your left leg up. So you don't want to turn side to side or front to back. Firm your left kneecap and quadricep. Sink your waist as you exhale, pressing the back down, and then inhale the leg down and exhale the leg up again. Again, you can just stay to the level of your right knee and just lightly touch down and come back up again, so you're not resting the leg. And then if it's easy enough, you start to go more and more towards perpendicular with your left leg. And observe how your abdominal core muscles are stabilizing your torso as you raise and lower the leg. Keep your knees straight and extend through your heel like you're pushing a shovel into the earth. And so the back of the knee opens completely. You cannot hyperextend your knee here, only standing. Can't do it in this situation. So really grip the knee as much as you can and open the back of your knee. Good. And then the next time that your left leg is up, you just bend the left knee and lower the foot flat. And then again, extend your legs one by one and rest in Shavasana for a couple of breaths. So that's like a cleansing breath or two, and sort of a neutral position as we move through these abdominal exercises. So the next thing, you need your belt. So have your belt handy, and you want to open your belt up. So, so you have a nice long belt, okay? And then again, roll your legs in so your inner legs touch down. Press your lower back down, bend your knees up one by one. Feet are about sit bone width distance apart. And then sink your lower back down and raise your right knee up and take the belt around about the middle of the right foot. Okay, and so your right leg comes up as high as you can, as straight as you can. Now, when you hold the belt, first of all, let the belt hang on your foot, let go of the belt, and then spread your palms so your palms face your right shin, go beyond the belt, and then hook your thumbs, and then turn your hands towards each other and slide your hands towards your head side. And then wrap your fingers around. So your arms should be more or less overhead, okay? Now, sink your lower back down so that your left foot lightens and lightly extend the left leg on the ground. So both the legs are extending front and back, so don't flex now, more of a point. And then you pull your arms back towards over your head a little bit, and then push your leg away from you a little bit, like a seesaw. So when your arms pull the leg, you relax the leg. And when your leg pushes the belt away from you, your arms relax a little. You keep both arms straight and both knees straight, okay? So left leg straight if you can, Fernanda. Yeah, good, okay? And we're gonna repeat this 3 times on each leg. So after you do 5 or so pumpings, then let's just let go of that, this one. Okay, now when you grab the belt, you can change legs. So I'll show you, you're gonna go like this. Yeah, like that, turn your hands. Wrap, yeah. Now don't grip too hard. Slide your hands more this way. Straight arms. Yeah. So slide. Yeah, that's it. And just be careful you don't hit yourself with that heavy thing. You might want to. Yeah. Okay, so then straight elbows, yeah. So arms, straight elbows, yeah, straight arms. So slide more. Yeah, good. So your straight elbows, squeeze your arms in, like firm your arms. Yeah, firm arm muscles to bones. Yeah, and then leg goes that way, like a seesaw, and then arms, and then leg. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then don't forget about your standing leg, right? The one that's on the ground. Change leg. If you, yeah. So you can change on your own, right? Do 5 to 8 to 10 pumpings. Okay, and you just release enough to release the stretch, right? So you don't have to release too much. And if you can, take your arms a little more overhead, right? So you're working your arms and your leg a little bit. So your arms are like getting ready to go into handstand. We're not going to do handstand today, but you're always working with this idea, right? From your elbows. Yes, good. That's it. Change legs. Don't forget to change legs. When you change legs, make sure you're pressing the lower back down, bending the straight leg first, and then change. Yeah. Press the lower back down as you extend the leg. Yeah. And try to open the back of the knee of the leg that's up. So rather than getting your leg as close to you as you can, keep that knee. Relax the foot. Yeah, that's not helping you. Okay. In fact, it's harming you. Yes. Good. Okay. Just do there. Good. Because we're always wearing shoes. The foot is always doing this, right? And then you're hardening it this way. So it's more of like if the whole leg is extending, not just the foot. Yes, and not just the leg, it goes all the way here. Your arm tends to travel in this one. And this one can roll in more this way. Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay. Again, change legs as needed. Yeah. So you're just gently opening the back of that leg. Yeah, slide your hands more. Yeah. Even more. So you can go more overhead. Yeah, and keep your elbows firm and your arms shoulder width. So your arms are strong here. Now your arms relax a little as your leg does that. Leg relax, right? So you're going back and forth. Yes, like a seesaw. And then when you finish on your left, third time, you rest in Shavasana. Yep, good. So you can see how this could help open up your hamstrings. It's also a little bit of an abdominal exercise and coordination in general, right? And remember that the practice is not just about flexibility or strength, right? We have, people think, oh, I do my strengthening and now I do the yoga to stretch. It's not about that. It's about balancing the system and balancing the amount of effort and release, right? Yes, there's some stretch involved with it, but the muscles, really what you want to do is let go of holding on. Like you're holding on somewhere, you're restricting the movement. Maybe that needs to release, right? And something else needs to engage. So it's being mindful about the whole system, which is a tensegrity, a system of ropes and pulleys. So when you engage one side, you have to release the opposite, right? If you're engaging the front, you have to release the back, and so on. Okay, then we're going to do some single leg raises. We'll see how we go. So roll your legs in, inner legs meet the mat. Bring your legs all the way together. Bring your arms alongside your body. You can bend your elbows and just lift your chest a little. Draw the shoulder blades a little bit in and down the back, and then extend your arms and turn your palms down. Press the outer edge of the upper arm down. So the chest lifts a little bit like that Dvipada Pita. And then sink your lower belly towards your spine and sink the sides of the waist down. So the back comes closer to the mat, especially at the lower back ribs. Firm the knees and flex the feet. And press the left leg down and inhale, raise the right leg up. And exhale, lower it down. Press the inseam of the right leg down and inhale, raise the left leg up and exhale, lower it down and continue alternating the legs. Now, if this is too much for you, then we have another option. Try not to kick the leg up so much, RT, so that you lose the standing leg. So when you raise the left leg up, the right leg stays down. See how it pops up, the right leg? So yeah, don't let the right leg pop up. So when you flex the foot, make it like a halfway flex. So the front and the back of the leg lengthen, right? And observe and sink your waist. Keep your waist down. So belly button towards the spine, sides of the waist down, right? And it's not about taking your leg as high as you can. Keep the knees straight. It's just like we did with the one-legged one, right? and slow it down. Don't puff your abdomen. So if you're puffing your abdomen, yes, sink it. Maintain the sunken abdomen. Yes, that's the most important thing to learn about abdominal work. It's never puffing. That's the wrong action because that's going to arch your lower back. So stop there, Tony, and exhale, sink the waist. So the lower back touches the mat. No, you're pushing your abdomen out. Push it, pull it down, exhale, exhale, exhale. Yes, maintain. Now keep pressing the lower belly towards the spine. Yeah, and do one more time and then rest in Shavasana, okay? So sometimes it's better to do everything on the exhale. So these muscles are called transverse abdominis. They're like girdle. And then in here, they go down just like a blender, right? Maintain that as you raise the other leg up. Yes, all the way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, and then down. Yes. So the breath is not moving down here. You can't be breathing and pushing, and the breath never moves here. That's not, it doesn't need to. This needs to stay firm. Yeah, good. Okay, sorry if that was too much poke for you. Yeah, okay. Rest in Shavasana for a couple of breaths. Yeah, so it's a different kind of awareness, right? So abdominal work is going in inner body, much more into the inner body than we're used to. You know, we can use arms and legs, but the torso is like a little bit like vague, right? So doing these abdominal and breathing stuff brings the awareness more into the torso, okay? So this is also the belly, right? So this, you're not breathing down here. When the diaphragm moves down, it's only moves an inch. So this part has to move, right? Now, when you're doing abdominal exercises, you want to keep most of this down and move the breath now more into the ribs and chest. Yes, I mean, the diaphragm always has to move to breathe, but think here, think here, think here. Yes, don't push the belly. Yes, try to keep that down. Yeah, that's called Uddiyana Bandha or Uddiyana Kriya, right? So you're learning to force the breath more sideways and backways, okay? Yeah. And maintaining that Tadagi Mudra, that hollow abdomen, empty leg. So now we'll do Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. So take your belt, roll your legs in, bend your knees up one by one, pressing your lower back down. Now, actually, let's do first we'll do Supta Padangusthasana number 1. So draw the right knee into the chest, keeping the left knee bent. Take the belt around the ball of your right foot and extend your right leg up. Push the ball of the foot up into the belt. Have your right leg just perpendicular. Keep your arms reaching up as high as you can towards the foot, but the shoulders on the mat. So the arms kind of hang. And then pressing the lower back down, again, lightly extend your left leg and extend the front of the foot just a little on both legs, but more so on the leg that's down to keep yeah. And don't pull the toes back, Tony, on the, yes. Right? That's just hardening the foot. Now, push your knee and root of the thigh away from you, Tony, as much as you can. Yes, yes. So keep pushing that root of the thigh and the outer hip. Roll the outer hip down and press it away from you. Everybody, this is everybody. Yes. Relax the death grip of the arms, right? As much as you can, relax your fingers and hands, right? So you're using less and less effort of your arms. So relax your death grip. Yeah, and your wrist. And yeah, there's a lot of over efforting here. Okay. And just hold the belt like this. Yeah. And this one. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And keep sinking your waist. Yeah. It's an abdominal exercise. So you're maintaining that hollow abdomen and you roll the outer right hip down, press the root of the thigh away from you, even as you push the leg up into the belt and back towards the head side. Okay. And keep extending the front of your left leg. Good. Now bend your right knee into chest and take a breath. Hug the knee in, right? Press the lower back down and bring the left foot back up, flat. Lower the right foot down. Take the left knee to chest. Take the belt around the ball of the foot. Press the ball of the foot up into the belt. Arms extend. And press the root of the left thigh away from you. Feel how that already opens more your abdomen instead of constricting your lower abdomen in between your lower hip area. So you like your pelvic bowl. Sink that part of your lower back down and then lightly extend your right leg. And then once again, once you get and when you extend the right leg, it's not like you're dragging the heel on the ground. You're pressing the lower back down so that right leg gets light. You can lift it off the ground a little as you extend. And extend the front of the leg. Okay, and then again, press the root of the left thigh away. You should feel the right leg drop into the hip socket a little. So you keep your hips square, right? Yes. Press the ball of the foot up into the belt and extend the standing leg foot. Take a couple of breaths, keep the knees straight, relax the death grip of the arms, and the foot, right? So those are the sort of dead zones, right? We don't feel. And then roll that outer thigh away. Press the thigh away. No, don't hike it up that way. This has to smile. If it does this, that's not good. Yes. See the difference? This gets short. Now it gets long, right? So this creates back pain, crunching. This relieves back pain, okay? So do your effort here, not here, and not trying to get yeah, no, not that, see? Not that, yes, like that. Okay, now bend the left knee, take the left knee to chest, and take a breath. Good. Okay, now pressing the lower back down, left knee to chest, let your hips roll back like pelvic tilt and lightly draw your right leg back, right? So your left leg is in chest, you press your lower back down, you bring your right leg back without straining your back, right? Because you're using your abdominal muscles. Lower your left foot, bend your right knee, take the belt around the ball of the right leg, and then pressing the lower back down, press the root of the right thigh away, lightly extend the left leg, change legs. Keep your arms reaching up. Yep. And relax your shoulders down. Find the right position and release the death grip of your fingers. Keep your right leg straight, Tony. And back away more, back away. You're too close to your body. Yeah, and press the ball of the foot up into the belt more and open the back of your knee. Yes, yeah, good, that's it. Now, press the lower back down, press the ball of the foot into the belt, lightly draw your left foot up, right? And then bring your left foot in the belt, press your lower back down, bend your right knee and lightly extend your right leg on the ground. So you're changing legs, keeping your legs up. Yeah, change your legs and then extend your right leg. Keep your lower back pressing down, right? You're still doing your abdominal work. Yeah, and hold closer to your foot, Tony. Reach your hands closer, yes. But don't pull your leg closer. Press your leg away from you. Yes, keep pressing the root of the thigh away. Yes, that's it. And hollowing the abdomen, good. Good, tuck your chin a little, RT, and straighten your elbows. Reach up higher on the belt, reach up higher on the belt. Yes, so your arms hang from the belt. Yeah, and so now the hold is like this. Change the hold, yeah, a little easier. And don't harden the top of your foot. Yeah, relax your foot, yeah. Extend the front of the leg without hardening here. And then as you roll this down, this should hike up a little. So both drop this down. Yes, because this is what's happening as your hips go off. Yes, keep rocking this down. No, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. That's what's hiking up. Yeah, come back and do this. Yes. Try to find that evenness of your pelvis. Sink your waist. Okay, and then take your, sink your waist, draw your right leg up and change legs again. Right leg up, left leg down. Keep your lower back firm. Sink the waist. Yes, extend both legs, right? And yeah, hollow the waist and roll the outer hip and thigh away, even as the leg comes up and closer towards you. Yeah. And as you engage this front leg, release and open the back leg and sink the waist. Good. Now, keep your right leg up. Again, bend your left knee. Draw the left leg up, sink the waist. Now, put both feet in the belt and stay there with both feet up. Yeah, slide your elbows down now. Slide your elbows all the way down to the ground. Bend your elbows, but keep your legs, yeah, up here, okay? So actually take your hands all the way up and closer to your foot. Yeah, closer to your foot. If you can't stay perpendicular, right, then take one leg down. One hand on either side of the belt, so shoulder width apart. Sink your waist, yes, use your waist muscles, yes. Good, grip your knees, good. So that's perpendicular. Let your right shoulder come down, yes. Go higher, go higher, yeah. Now just relax your shoulders, yes, sink your waist, yes. That's it, good. Okay, so this is Urdhva Pasarita Padasana. So if you can't do this, right, then you can't do, this is Dandasana, upside down. And then you take it to Halasana, and then you take it to forward bending, relax the death grip of your knuckles as much as you can, and use your waist more. Yes, good. Okay, bend your knees, hug your knees to chest. Release and take a breath. So we're going to repeat this. It's called Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. These are all abdominal exercises. But if you have tight hamstrings, it becomes all about the hamstrings and the quadriceps, right? So that's why we're trying to loosen up that whole back line and engage the front line. And when you engage the front, you ideally release what's gripping in the back so that the whole back line, which goes from your eyebrows all the way to the tips of your toes, releases and lengthens more, right? Okay, so we're going to do it again. And this time, those of you who can will take the arms overhead. So make sure you have enough room overhead. We'll use the belt again to start. Okay, so you take your knees to chest, and you can go ahead and wrap the belt around the balls of both feet and extend the legs straight up and sink the waist and firm the knees. Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Upward facing legs, basically. Yeah, keep your arms extending up towards your feet this time. Elbows stay off the ground. Yeah, good. Firm your knees. Yeah, and press the thighs away from you as you sink the waist down and keep your legs perpendicular. Good. Now, if you can, let go of the ropes. Let go of the belt. Good. And you can keep the belt just hanging there, and then you're going to inhale and extend your arms all the way overhead, like Tadagi Mudra, and sink the waist, hollow abdomen. Lift your ribs up away from your thighs. Press the roots of the thighs away from you evenly. Let your hips rock back a little towards flat and hold it and breathe. Palms up. Good. I'll just spend 20 minutes getting this person teaching a class. Yeah. Okay. Good. And then exhale, bend your knees and hug your knees to chest. Take a rest. Good. Okay. So those of you who are tight know what you need to do, I hope, right? Is open the backs of your hamstrings more slowly over time. Now, if your back is bothering you, that means you need to sink the waist more. And also you can try it with your hips on a blanket. For some people, that's better. You want to try that? Yeah. So then we're going to do lowering the legs and raising the legs. Okay. So let's see how you do with that. Okay. You still okay? You still with me? No belt. So just put the belt aside. Okay. And let your hips roll back towards flatten. So that's a pelvic tuck. Draw your knees to chest. Okay. Now, with your knees into your chest, flex your feet, roll your thighs in. Inhale, take your arms all the way up overhead, as in Tadagi Mudra. Okay. And if you need to, yeah, that just like that. That's it. Good. Now you straighten your legs up one by one or at the same time. Okay. Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Yeah. Good. That's it. And extend, don't flex your feet too much. Extend the front and the backs of the legs and press the lower back down, hollow the abdomen. Now you're going to stay here, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to slowly lower your legs down and lightly touch the ground. Stay there and inhale. And then as you exhale, you slowly raise the legs back up. And you do everything on an exhale. Don't rest. Yeah, so if you rest, you lose it. Okay, don't rest your legs. Stay there. Inhale. As you exhale, firm knees. Grip your knees. Yes. Exhale down. Like lightly touch or hover. Inhale there and exhale up. And if you can't go all the way down, just go as far as you can do. Okay. Yeah, you're going to feel your lower abdomen. Yeah. If it's too much for you, then you do single leg raises and lowers instead with your arms overhead. Okay. Good. Yes. Firm knees. Exhale up. Pause there. Inhale. Sink the abdomen. Exhale down. Pause there. Exhale up. You inhale when you're down and exhale up. Good. Now, when you're done, you bring your knees to chest and take a couple of breaths. Yeah. Good. So remember the hollow abdomen, and you can hug your knees with your arms. Hug your knees with your arms. Let your arms rest. We're going to do one more variation. Okay. We'll see how you do. And it's basically double time. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale with your legs up, exhale. And as you exhale, you lower the legs down and back up on one exhale. Okay. So I'll show you. So you're here, you inhale, and then here's my exhale. Then I inhale and exhale. Okay. So you do that a few times. Okay. So hug your knees to chest, hollow your abdomen, release your lower back. Okay. Now, keeping your knees to chest, hollow abdomen, lower back pressing down, extend your arms overhead. arms overhead, palms up. Yeah. Now extend your legs straight up one by one or together, whichever works best for you. Good. Now exhale, sink your abdomen, and then inhale there and exhale down and up. Exhale down and up, down and up. Don't go all the way down if you lose it. Just go as far as you can go. Good. Pause there, take an inhale, exhale, down and up on the exhale. Good. Straight knees, repeat. Inhale, exhale, down and up. Do 2 more if you can. Straight knees, Arti. Don't bend your knees at all. And don't go so low if you lose it. No, your knees are bending. And go slow. Yeah, sink the waist. Good. That's it. Okay. Bend the knees and rest. Good. Hug your knees to chest. Yes. Good. Sink your waist, Tony. Yeah. Good. Okay. Very good. Now you're going to roll over. Actually, roll over and come up. Okay. So now we're going to do Jatara Parivartanasana, feet at the wall. Obviously, this is an abdominal class with some forward bending and twisting. So these things are important for you being able to do shoulder stand and so many things. That's everything, you know. So Jatara is a twist. Okay. So watch. You can probably, we have enough space there. You're going to turn your mat long ways to the wall. And when you lie down, you want your fingertips to almost lightly touch the wall. Okay. And you may have to adjust. Okay, so go a little closer. Okay, so about here. So then I have my left fingertips at the wall. I bend the knees to chest. I start to turn over and extend my legs. So I feel a little too close. So what you're going to do is you're going to move your hips over to the right a little bit, knees to chest, and then you go. Okay. And then see how the left foot touch. And also you want to be closer to your hand than down to your hips. So it's a little bit up. Okay. And then the top leg hip falls back. So you have to move that hip and bring the top foot toes in line and that foot to the wall. So the right shoulder is going to be up, right? Don't force it down, but allow it to release down as you're here. Okay. And the ribs also have to release down. So the hips are going this way, the ribs are going that way. So it's a twist, abdominal exercise with a twist. Okay. So you can try that. Set your mat up. Yeah. So Morgie, yeah. Look at Morgie while you guys set up. Stay there. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I wanted to see your position. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you can come on this wall if you want, Arti. That's fine. Yep. And so lie down. So your left hand is to the wall. And you just barely touch, right? Now with your knees bent, lift your hips, move your hips over to the right a little. Take your knees to chest, start to turn to the left, and then extend your legs. Your left foot comes to the wall, closer towards your hand. Your right foot comes on top of your left, and you'll see the right foot hangs back. So you have to move your right buttock and hip towards the heel and bring that right foot to the wall. Your right shoulder is going to come off the ground. Now turn your head to the center and take an inhale. And as you exhale, let your right chest and shoulder open up and keep pressing the right foot to the wall. As you exhale, turn your ribs and right shoulder to the right. Yeah, so just work on the shoulder and keep the top hip pushing into that top foot, Morgie. Yeah, that's it. And as you exhale, let your right chest and ribs turn to the right by releasing more. Don't overly extend the arm, Morgie. Keep the arm on the ground. Just keep the arm on the ground and work the shoulder down. Yeah. Palms up, Kim. Yeah. That's it. Good. Yeah. So this, push your heels to the wall. Straighten your bottom leg. So your hips have to move a little this way. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. There you go. And then as you exhale, you release all this and this way. Yeah. Good. Now bend your knees, come up, and we'll do that on the other side. Okay. We'll do it twice. Twice is nice. Okay. Good. Excellent. So now you're going to get up, turn around. So your right arm faces the wall and you're about fingertip away. But before you do anything, you lift your hips with your knees bent, feet flat, move your hips over to your left, opposite of the way you're going. Let your knees come to chest. Start to go into that twist with your knees bent. Look towards the wall and then extend your legs, right? And then you might need to move your hips over even a little more. You'll see. So you're really on the outer hip. And then you move your left buttock and foot towards the wall. So your left foot is right on top of your right foot, both feet touch. Then you bring the head back to neutral. And as you exhale, always on an exhale, you release the ribs to the left and the chest. So the left shoulder comes down. Yep. Keep your head centered though. Just keep your head centered. Yeah. And then straighten this knee. So I think you need to move your hips just a little. Yeah. Yep. And so you want to get your feet flat. Yeah, this foot flat. And then this one. Yes. Look at your feet here. Look at your feet. Yeah, like that. And then straighten this knee. Yes. Good. Okay. Now your hips and shoulders are basically in the same. Don't overturn here. So just relax. Yeah. Don't do it in your neck. Right. And as you exhale, breathe and let this go this way, even as that goes that way. Okay. So there's this action. Yep. Yeah. Relax your neck. Yeah. Yes. Good. Okay. Then bend your knees. Take your knees to chest. Adjust your feet, your hips, one foot down, other foot down. Change, turn around and do it again. One more time on each side. Parivita Jatara Parivartanasana, the twist, with the support of the wall. So then you can hold it longer and figure out how you're supposed to work. And also, you want to create more space between your ribs and your hips, right? Not less space. You never want to crunch and twist. You want to extend and twist. So you're trying to open up that little space between your ribs and your hips. Yep. Good. That's it. Good. Now you straighten the bottom leg. Yeah. So that bottom foot touches the wall. So your hips are, your feet are ideally, this foot more here, higher than your hips. Not in line. Yes. There you go. Yes. Good. Keep reaching. Yes. Here. Yes. That much. Good. And then your body's too far. See? You gotta move your body. Yes, that's a little better. It's hard to move in this position. Yeah. Yeah. So as your hips go this way, your ribs and shoulder and chest go that way. That's the twist. Yeah. And breathe. Good. Beautiful. Good. Okay. Bend your knees, roll over, change legs. Change sides. One more time on the other side. That's another variation. Yeah, that's another variation. Yeah. So extend your arms first. Yeah, you can hug your knees to chest. Yeah. So you're a little far from the wall. Get a little closer. Yeah. Okay. Now, hips over. Yeah. Good. Go higher towards your hand. Yeah, towards your hand, not higher towards the ceiling. Yeah. There you go. And now straighten the bottom leg. Yes. Good. That's it. And then turn this palm up and let your head come to the center only. Turn this palm up as well. Both palms up. That's it. Good. And you push that top hip to the wall. And then as you do that, you turn this in the opposite direction, which is a twist, right? Your hips go this way and this goes that way. Yeah. Yeah. Now breathe here and let all this release. Yes. 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 Turn your head a little to the left. Yeah. So it's straight. Yes. Good. But I feel it. All in here. And this to this way. Feels so good. Yeah. Good. It's needed. Twists are neutralizing and grounding and stabilizing. Yeah. Back bends are energizing. Forward bends are sedating. Okay. Bend your knees. Roll back. Good. Take a breath. Adjust your hips. Yeah. Good. Take your knees to chest. Take a couple of breaths. And then if you like, you can roll back and forth a few times to come up, right? Holding your knees, lift your head up. That's a nice way to come up, right? You can come up. Now, you can just keep your mat the way it is. And we're going to do Navasana, feet at the wall, okay? So you're gonna take your feet at the wall and you'll adjust your distance so that, and you lift your torso, it's not upright, right? It's a little bit back, that's the abdominal action, right? And so your toes and eyes are about in the same line. Start with your hands behind you, right? And lift your chest. Like that. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. Good. Feet a little more down, Fernanda. Just a little more down. Yeah, Kim, you could take your feet a little up, maybe. Yeah, feet together. Yeah, there you go. That's better. Good. Yep. Easy enough, right? Lift the chest. Yeah. Firm the leg, firm the waist. So of course, so now the where you're going to be balancing here, right, is sort of in between your tailbone and sitting bone. There's like a sweet spot there. Now you have to firm your waist and firm your legs and take your arms forward. So you're no longer supporting with your arms. Yeah. So look here. Look at me, Archie. So you bring your arms down and there's a little rounding, but try to draw your arms back and lean back just a little bit. Yeah. So you have to, yes, Tony. Good. Yes, Archie. Yeah. Inject your arms into your shoulder sockets. Draw your arms back. Yes. Lift your chest up. Yes. Not your chin. Find your below your chin, your chest. Bring your upper back in towards your chest. Okay. Good. Yeah. Try leaning back a little. Yes. Good, Tony. Beautiful. Yes. Very good. How's that feel? Yeah. Good. Which part of your abdomen is working? Can you feel? Okay. So now we're going to work the upper. It's called Paripurna Navasana. So your legs are a little lower. Okay, watch. You might have to scoop back a little bit. And then you roll back a little bit. You're not like all the way on your sacrum. Okay. You're rolling back. Your pelvis rolls back a little more. And then you interlace. Oh, interlace. And then you start to go down a little bit like this. Try to rest your hand in your arms, pull your elbows in. Now you're going to feel more your upper abdomen working. Don't fall down. Okay. Paripurna Navasana. So Paripurna, for the lower one, interlace you bring your feet a little lower, rock your hips a little back. Not too much lower, but yeah, interlace your fingers, Tony. Interlace, yeah. And squeeze your elbows in, let your head rest a little. Yep. Back. Yes, that's it. And then pull your ribs in. Yes, like that. And then you can lower down maybe a little more in your torso. Yes. Yes, good. Squeeze your elbows in. Yes. No, keep your interlace. Okay. So don't go so low you fall. Okay. Yeah. Good. You feel your upper abdomen working? Yeah, keep your head support for that one, Tony. Yeah, this one always is head support, Paripurna. I mean, you don't have to, but especially now. Okay. Yes, that one's hard. I highly recommend you practice this. Okay. Now turn around and watch here. You can do that in a sequence, right? So you can be in Navasana, and then you have to roll back, Paripurna. Then you lift, so the sacrum lifts, then the sacrum rolls back, and then the sacrum lifts. So you can try that if you want. No, off the wall, that because your feet have to move back and forth. So you have to, first of all, right, take your legs up. You can hold behind your knees, lift your chest, straighten your legs, eyes and toes in the same line, and then extend your arms, right? Now you roll your hips back a little, lower your legs. Yeah, don't fall down, come back up. Yes, and then down and up, higher up, higher up. Yes, Fernanda. Okay, good. And then release. Yes. Good. Okay. So we didn't get as far today as we did Monday, but we did a couple other things differently. So that's good. So now let us do a couple of Purvottanasana, and then I think we'll just do legs up the wall with this group. And also with the time we have left. Unless anybody really wants to do shoulder stand, that would be a good thing to do. So if you have time and energy and you want to do shoulder stand, I suggest that. Okay. So Purvottanasana first. We'll do the bent knees. Okay. So bend your knees and then bring your hands behind you, 6 to 12 inches. Turn your hands in. Lift your chest like a hooter girl. Yep. But keep your abdomen hollow. And then you move your buttocks towards your feet and lift your buttocks up. So you want to end up with your knees over your ankles, tailbone up, belly down. Yeah, so look at your belly before you, yeah, and you lift your buttocks higher. Sorry, I've forgotten your name. Arti, yeah, higher buttocks. But, yes, then lift the chest and then let the head release back if that's comfortable. Yes, good, buttocks up, buttocks up. Yes, good, beautiful. And then slowly lower down. So that's a pelvic tuck, right? Not a tilt. Means you're taking your tailbone towards your pubis, elongating your lower back, and then you're lifting the middle buttocks up, like in bridge, right? So that's the easier version. A little harder, strengthens the hamstrings, and that is with the legs straight. But you just don't worry about getting the toes down. Just keep the feet flexed, take the hands behind you, fingers point forward, lift the chest, firm your elbows, hollow abdomen. Then you firm your legs, firm your arms, dig your heels down, lift your buttocks up. Okay? Yeah. And then you can let your head fall back if you like. Yes, good. That's it. Buttocks up. Good. Yes, very good. See if you can let your head go back a little, chest up higher, Kim. Chest higher, buttocks higher. Good. And then slowly lower your buttocks and come down. Very good. So that's Pravottanasana, and that's done before or after forward bends, okay? But it's also a nice way to open up the abdomen a little after what we just did. So now I think with the timing and everything, let's do legs up the wall, hips on a bolster, okay? So we might do some leg variations there. Okay, so grab a bolster, and then you'll have the bolster. You could even have a bolster and a blanket if you want to go higher towards Viparita Karani with your pelvis. And then you'll take your legs up the wall. Have a space between the wall and the bolster so your buttocks has a place to drop. Use your yoga mat, Kim, because otherwise the bolster will slide. So turn the skinny edge of the mat to the wall. Have two hooks, on either side, or you can stay here, Arti. And then legs up. The nice thing about here is you can use the ropes if you need them to get your legs up the wall. But if you don't need them, this one is better because there's no ropes in your way. Yeah. Come closer towards me. I'll move my mat. Yeah, so you have space to extend your legs if you want out to the side. Yep, and then you can use the ropes to get closer with your buttock to the wall. Yeah, that's beautiful. Tony, feels good, doesn't it? Yes, Morgie, looks good. Yep, Kim, that's it. Now, and you can adjust where the bolster is depending on what support you need. So just take your arms out to the side a little. Okay, so right now it's like all in here, which is great. If you need a little more support here, we could move the bolster closer to the wall. So just move it a little touch and see if that's better, or do you prefer, because you could use the lift here. So it is better for you maybe back. Okay, now use the ropes and get a little closer. Yep. Yeah, yeah, because that gives you the lift where you need it so that you don't sink in your chest. Yeah, and then let the abdomen hollow and spread. Let your feet come a little apart so you're not squeezing your inner thighs, and don't harden the feet, right? And then let the backs of the legs from the knees to the buttocks release down, and let the buttocks release down. So eventually the sitting bones drop down, right? And just relax here for a few breaths. Arms now a little down. Yeah, good. And if anybody wants, I can give you a sandbag for your feet. And I think I'll give you one. Somebody like it. Yeah, so that helps you descend the leg, the buttock. So your this is going to tilt not that way, that way. Yeah. And your sitting bones spread in the back thighs and pelvic floor so that rolls towards the wall and this drops down. Yeah. And this is hollow. Good. So Archie, if I think you can get closer to the wall, and maybe you want to come to the ropes, or you can. I'll show you how to do it with it here if you want. Come all the way off, and can I just do it in your spot here? So you want this a little bit from the wall, okay? And then you can go on that side or this side, sit and swivel. So your bottom buttock is at the wall, right? And you're towards this one end. And then you roll over with your, so then you're going to be closer. And then you descend the buttocks into that space. And so you'll see, you know, you can adjust the distance of the bolster. You want to sandbag, Fernanda? Yeah, and if your legs are tight, if you can't get all the way to the wall, that's fine. Don't force that. Yeah, you can just lift the inner feet more. So how do you do that? Yeah, yeah. This goes down. Yeah, yeah. Good. How's that? Good. Yeah, that looks a little better. How does that feel for you, Archie? Better? Yeah, good. And just like in the bridge, right? You kind of roll your shoulder blades under. Yeah, and then just relax. Good. Do you want a sandbag for your leg? Have you tried that before? Yeah, I'll bring it. Now I only have the big ones, so this is a little bigger. So I can do, yeah, to do like that. Is that okay or too much? Yeah. Good. Okay, she's happy. Okay, good. And you start to come out slowly. So if you have a sandbag, you just bend your knees, keep the sandbag on your feet, slide your feet down and remove the sandbag. And take a couple of breaths with your knees bent in a squat. Separate your feet a little bit. Separate your feet. Separate your feet apart. Bring your feet towards your buttocks. Widen your feet. Widen your feet apart from each other. Yeah. Like a little bit of a wide-legged squat. Turn the toes out. Let the knees fall apart. Go wider, Kim. Go wider. Turn your feet out more. Yeah. And bring your heels down closer to your buttocks. Yeah. There you go. Like that. Yeah. Bring your feet more down, Archie. Squeeze. So like get your heels down to your buttocks. Bend your, no, just slide your feet down. Slide your feet towards your buttocks. Any amount. Yeah, any amount. Keep going. Keep going. Like a squat. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. And then extend your legs. Take a breath. Good. And then again, bend your knees, slide your feet down. And then you're going to wiggle back, lift your hips a little, roll side to side. And then you land your buttocks on the ground, scoot back a little more than when you land. Don't push your bolster forward. Just scoot back a lot, rolling side to side, lifting your hips by pushing your feet into the wall. And then bring your feet on the bolster, knees apart, Baddha Konasana, with your feet elevated. Take a few breaths there. Scoot back more, Kim. Keep going. Keep scooting. Yeah, there you go. So now your legs have a chance to release. Yep. Yeah. Go back a little more, Archie. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. And then you can move your feet a little. Yeah. Forward, not back. No, move your feet away from you. Away. Yeah. Let your knees come apart. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. And then inhale, bring your legs together and separate your feet a little and take a breath and relax your inner groins and your abdomen hollow and soft. Soften your pelvic floor. Cross your feet at the ankles and slowly release your legs out. Supta Sukhasana, easy pose. Slightly different, right? You might want to adjust your distance from the bolster. Feet are on the bolster still. Feet are on the bolster. Yep. Yeah. And then on an inhale, engage your inner thighs to lift your legs up. Uncross your feet, separate your feet, take a breath. Relax your pelvic floor, your abdomen, your groin. Then you'll cross the legs the other way and slowly release the legs. Don't let them flop down. Observe the release. Controlled release. Relax the feet. Let the soles of the feet turn up. Don't flex the feet. More of a point. Take a few breaths. Observe the different stretch here. And then inhale, bring your legs together again and uncross your feet. Good. And then roll over to one side and rest there for a couple of breaths on your side. You can extend one arm overhead. So Kim, extend your left arm overhead. Yeah, so you rest your head on your arm. Yeah, look a little down towards the ground. Roll towards the ground. Yeah, like that. Palm flat, just relax. Take a couple of breaths there. And then when you're ready to come up, you do not use your back muscles. You roll towards the ground, use your arms and pull your waist in. So your back rounds up. Let your head be the last thing to curl up. And then sit on your support, or you can not sit on support if you don't need it. And we'll do a little forward bend, back bend, and then we'll do our closing chant. So come a little away from the wall, Tony. Right? And then, so if it's easy enough, you're going to hold one wrist, draw your waist back, and then release your head down. Yoga Mudra. If that's challenging, then you can use your arms for support on the ground, or you can have a brick or something for your head. Okay, yeah. And rest your arms on that bolster and then rest your head on your arms. Don't bring it so far forward, bring it back more towards your knees. Yep. Yeah. Just like that. Let your head release all the way down. Let the back of your neck release. Yeah. And then you can widen your arms and maybe your head comes all the way down. Yeah. Uh-huh. So RT, if you don't need the support of the arms, hold one wrist behind you. And so that way you use your abdomen. Yeah. Is that okay for you? Good. Couple of breaths into the back body. You could even do this. Look here, Fernanda. If you need more support, use your abdomen too. Pull your waist towards your spine. Yeah, even as you release your back down. Yeah, good. Okay, and then inhale, you pull your waist in to come up. Then you bring your hand a little bit behind you, lean back a little bit, lift your chest, let your head go back. A couple of breaths and a little back bend. Breathe into your top chest. You can let your head go back all the way, or you keep your chin tucked if that strains your neck. Yeah. And then coming upright, you can sit on any support you like. You can keep your legs crossed the way they are, change. And then you can take Chin Mudra, or you can take Namaste Mudra for the closing chant. And we'll do it call and response. We'll Om and Shanti together. So take a big breath in for Om. Om. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Vrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a big breath, lift your heart. As you exhale, release your head from the base of your neck, bow your head to your heart, and release your hands to your thighs and pause a moment here. Once again, surrender your head to your heart and expand your heart center in the back and sides and also front. And then with your eyes closed on an inhale, curl up the back of your neck, settle your ears over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips. Raise your gaze to the horizon.